From Bournemouth, do you remember?
Of course I do.
English. He was tipped to be the next English manager in 2015, but then obviously the Bournemouth club kept selling the players like above his head and not replacing them, and eventually they got relegated. You know.
But does he start today?
He's going to sign his contract over the weekend, and he starts after the international break.
Who's Newcastle playing today?
Brighton away.
Brighton away.
Another tough game.
Stick us a bet on that.
Go on then. What do you want?
Both teams to score.
Yeah.
Newcastle to win.
No way.
Yeah.
Newcastle to win. Okay, I'm on it, mate. I'm on it. I'll do that for you.
Stick us a bullseye on that.
Will do, mate. Will do. How's
What time's kick off on that one? 3 o'clock?
5:30?
5:30.
5:30. It's live on BT Sport.
Yeah, it should get good odds, eh?
Yeah, you'll get good odds because Newcastle are terrible at the minute.
Hey, yeah, but now things are changing. You're getting a new manager. They'll be on fire, mate.
I hope so, mate.
See, they'll be wanting to play their best to make sure they're getting picked for all the games.
I hope so. I hope so. December's a nightmare for us. We've got Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Everton, and Leicester.
It doesn't matter what manager you got there, mate. I think you're in a bit of trouble here, Steve.
We've got to hope in January that we'll get these new players in and that they hit the ground running, you know.
Fucking hell. We've got a new manager and all, I suppose.
Conte, yeah, I mean, it was talked about coming to Newcastle. I don't think it was ever serious because I think Daniel Levy wanted Conte before he took Nuno, didn't he?
Yeah. Hey, the $1 million question. Has she sent that paperwork to you yet?
Computer says no.
You're joking.
No. Nah.
Oh, I don't know what's up with her, mate.
Just, I mean, obviously she was still trying to get a house, wasn't she? So, I think
Yeah, but she's had it a couple of months now, hasn't she?
she has, mate. Yeah, it's not going to be out for Christmas now.
Nah, no way, mate. Well, that ain't your fucking fault.
No, I have kept asking the question, mate, but unfortunately,
You've done what you can, mate. She ain't gonna send it back, well, fucking hell.
I know, mate. I know. It's
That's
what
life, isn't it?
it is. That's life, mate. That's life.
You don't get nothing done in this world if you don't fucking fight for it, mate, and do your best to get what you got to get.
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
No
But
one's gonna do it for you, is there?
nah. But no, things are going alright, mate. I've done a few events. I had Gavin Peacock, who used to play for Newcastle. I had him on Friday last week. I've got an event. I had an event with Rob Lee, who used to play for Newcastle and Charlton, and that was on the Thursday. And I've got a couple more events coming up. One with Super Mac on the 19th.
Oh, that'd be a blinder. You've done him before, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm good mates with Super Mac. And I've got Peter Beardsley on the 26th.
Oh, fucking used to love him, mate.
He's the Geordie Messi.
I'll tell you what, he was an ugly kid, though, wasn't he?
Ah, yeah, he's a good-looking fella, mate. He's got a good heart, put it that way.
Oh, he was a great player, you know.
Ah, he was, mate. He was
He really played with his heart, that fella.
he was the man that created the bullets for Gary Lineker in England, 1986 and 1990.
Yeah, you were spot on there.
And when Andy Cole came to Newcastle in the 90s, he did the same for him. I mean, Andy Cole broke our goal-scoring record, 40.
He was the black fella, wasn't he?
Yeah, we signed him from Bristol. 40, 41, 42 goals he scored in a season.
And what does he do now, then?
Peter, he was working at the football club, but at Newcastle. Now he's coaching youngsters, so he's just set up his first soccer school up in the northeast, and he's doing really well.
He's going to be in his 50s, surely.
Yeah, coming up to his coming up to his mid-50s, I think. Yeah.
Is he still fit and well, is he?
He still likes to play, mate. He gets on the pitch and he still does his little shimmy, and you know, if he plays in the charity games, the one thing he always says is,
He's a good player, you know.
he always says, make sure you leave me on the pitch.
And they never lose it, do they?
No, when you've got it upstairs, mate, and you've got it in your feet, you're never gonna struggle.
It's only when their knees go, they're fucked, man.
Oh yeah, exactly, mate, exactly. But yeah, everything out here is fine, mate. I've just been cracking on with work. I've had a few meetings about different things, and I haven't really done anything on the book side of things. I'm busy, obviously finishing off the Sayers script, so we've got a big meeting on the first and 2nd of December to finalise the script with the Sayers boys. And once the script's finalised, we can then budget for the film. The good news is we've got a director and we've got a distributor on board now, so all we need is the finance and we're laughing, you know.
Yeah, and I've just read a book called Inside Parkhurst, Stories of a Prison Officer.
Oh, now, is that by a guy? Oh, I'm trying to think.
I'll tell you what, this fucking line's bad, you know.
Is it a good book?
Yeah, it fucking is. I think it's a bloody good book.
Do you know what the name of the screw is?
Yeah, David Burridge.
Alright, I'm going to have a look for that on Amazon and see if I can get a copy.
There's 3 pages in there when I got stabbed up there.
Really?
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, so you've got a mention?
He was there when I got stabbed up.
Wow, amazing that. Like, there's a lot of screws starting to do their books.
Well, as books go, I think it's a very fair, balanced book, you know.
Yeah, well, that sounds good. I might get it. There's another screw who wrote some books called Neil Samworth, but he used to do a lot of the Manchester prisons.
Well, didn't you get that Jim Dawkins book, The Loose Screw?
Yeah, I read that one, mate.
You don't want too bad.
Yeah, some good ones, mate. There is some good ones out there, some good books, but...
I've just finished this one, and it's only a £5. You get it for a £5 in Tesco's.
All right, I'll go and have a look, mate. I'll go and have a look.
It brought back a lot of memories for me, you know.
Oh, I bet it did, mate. I bet it did.
Fucking hell, but here and there he's changed names here and there.
Yeah, well, the names...
As soon as I read the chapter, you know who it is. As soon as you read it, you know who it is.
The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
I do that, guys, to protect the guilty.
Oh, my God. So,
What makes me laugh, though, right at the end of... Well, not halfway through the book. See Parkhurst...
yeah.
It come out of the dispersal system and it ended up a nonce jail.
That's right, mate. That's right.
So you got Camphill, Parkhurst and Albany. They're all one big jail now.
Yeah.
It's called the Isle of Wight prison.
Yeah.
And it's full of fucking... It's all nonsense.
Right.
And 1 minute this screw was banging up armed robbers and gangsters and terrorists. And then all of a sudden they've all gone. And he's then banging up fucking nonsense, opening cell doors and watching them bum each other and stuff like that.
No way.
Honestly, yeah, everything in here. And he was so disgusted and sad that he had to end up banging, because he'd sooner bang us lot up than them fucking lot, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
And you could tell by the book, that's why he left the service, mate. After 28 years, he was disgusted. They're giving out condoms down there.
I've always said about screws that they're doing the time without doing the crime.
Listen, at the end of the day, Steve, right? See these screws?
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, mate. Go on.
Yeah, these screws, they go home at night and they got a wife and kids.
Yeah.
And when you're working in a nonce jail, I'll tell you, mate, it's gotta be the hardest job on the planet.
Well, that's it, because you just, you're looking at monsters. You're dealing with monsters.
Hey, I've got to say this, your line's fucking terrible today, Steve.
I think it's the internet round here, mate. I think it's the internet. I think that's what it is, pal. I think that's what it is.
Listen, I'll give it a miss. I'll call you in a few days.
Okay, mate. You take care. Have a good day. I'll put that...
Both teams to score. Newcastle to win.
I'll put that bet on, mate. I'll do it in an hour.
Come on, Newcastle!
Take care, mate.